what they have, and they're really putting it all together this season.
One of the things Josh Wolf has also spoken about, in addition to the additions that they've made from their first campaign, is the improvement that all of the players that were with the club in year one have made. He feels like that's a massive part of his job and responsibility, and he feels like basically every one of those players has gotten better from year one to year two.
I think I would have to agree with him.
Sporting went 1-1-1 against Austin last year. This is their first meeting this year. They'll be doing it again later as the season comes down the stretch. Here's a poor touch by Ben Sweat, but Andre Fontas was alert to it quickly. It's all the way back to Brad Stuver. Back after missing a game as he was in health and safety protocols. Making his 20th start on the season.
11-2-5 in those starts. He's been excellent. He was excellent last year. Faced a lot of shots.
Well, like Sporting's typical number one, Tim Melia, he really had to bide his time in Major League Soccer as well to get that opportunity, Brad Stuver. Here's Remy Voltaire under some pressure, does well to hold it off. As we take a look at what you need to know for Sporting KC. Well, last year, Sporting were one of the most dynamic scoring teams in Major League Soccer. This year, it's like they had a complete role reversal with Austin FC. And part of that may be down to the lack of consistency. They just haven't been able to put the same starting 11 out there very often this year. 26 different starting lineups, as you saw. But some players can benefit from those opportunities, like this young man, Caden Pierre, 19 years old. He's making his 5th MLS start. Sweat's pass was intercepted by Alex Ring, another one of those really solid MLS veterans on this Austin FC side. Here's Driussi. Pereira. Finley on the near side. Ring under pressure from Hernandez. Driussi, always a danger man, tried the back heel. Caden Pierre intercepts. Sporting trying to play out of the pressure. Johnny Russell around Pereira. Knocked to the ground as he plays it forward to Ben Sweat. Referee Fotis Bazakos had a good look at it, plays advantage. Johnny's Sweat ran into a brick wall in Cascante. And Austin come away with it the other way. Urruti trying to slide it through for Diego Fagundes. Pierre comes all the way to the near side to force him backward. Now Driussi, left-footed shot, just wide of the target. Now you saw in a flash there the danger that Sebastian Driussi presents.
Just gets a little sliver of space. There he hits that, doesn't miss by much. That all starts up. Urruti gets the ball at midfield. Sporting had numbers there. They could have gone and doubled Urruti, make sure that they didn't get out of that tough spot. Instead, Andre Fontas drops off, allows Urruti to play that ball behind to Fagundes, eventually finds it. Way to Sebastian Driussi. That is not the guy that you want to get the ball on the top of the box if you're Sporting Kansas City.
Alex Ring with the interception. Fontas wins it back for Sporting. Sweat's pass for Johnny's caught him a little off guard, and it's out for a throw-in. Marinos Johnny's making just his 5th start on the season. He's a young player who's shown flashes of promise in the attack, but still learning the responsibilities in the system and trying to fight his way for more playing time here. With a sliding tackle to win it for Sporting. They can spring forward here. Remy Voltaire forward to Johnny's. Working against Lima. Back to Ben Sweat now. Sweat rides the challenge of Arudi. Tried to put it through the legs of Lima, who was able to take it back and send it up the field only as far as Andreu Fontas. Johnny Russell has taken on a big workload for Sporting KC so far this year. He played all 120 minutes on Wednesday in Sacramento. He's back out there in the starting 11 today, making his 22nd start on the year. Felipe Hernandez touch lets him down, and Ring takes it away. And now Austin have a chance to get forward. A good ball over the top to Maxi Urruti. Andreu Fontas did well to recover. Holzkamp finds Cam Duke. Ben Sweat up the left-hand side. He went almost 120 minutes on Wednesday. Good step over from Johnny's. He goes to ground, doesn't get the call, and it's out for a goal kick. Every Sporting match day, get 50% off regular menu price pizzas using promo code SKC50 on the Domino's mobile app or online at Domino's.com. 10 minutes in, both teams playing things a little close to the vest in the early going. Into the channel for Fagundes. Turned back by Isi. Back to Ruben Gabrielson. One of the big additions to this Austin side that really helped shore up their back line in 2022. Gabrielson on it now. Cascante looking for the long diagonal. Fagundes couldn't quite get there. Diego Fagundes, if anybody's watched the league for any amount of time, it would stun you almost to know that he's only 27 years old, Jacob Peterson, because he seems like he's been in the league forever.
It's wild, right? I mean, I remember when he came in the league, and yes, he showed flashes, really good here and there, but this season, I think he's been excellent for Austin, and really, he's underrated, I think, by certainly the media around the country because of what Driussi's doing in there. But Fagundes, 5 goals, 8 assists on the season. Wants to play, wants to get involved, can also stretch you with his movement. He's just a great player. And you're right, it's shocking that he's only 27 years old because it feels like he's been in this league forever. And I don't see him leaving anytime soon.
Yeah, he's in his 12th season of Major League Soccer, just 27 years old. Cascante, Gabrielson, and here is Fagundes, playing it first time to Driussi, immediately draws 2 defenders over there in Johnny Russell and Nicholas Isimat Mirin. Russell cleared it away, deflected off of Driussi, so Sporting will have a throw-in, but Sporting knows where the danger is. As soon as that man gets on the ball, there's two SKC players right there in front of him.
And that's what Sporting have to do. There's no way, just with how good a form Driussi is in, you cannot mark him with just one guy. You have to swarm him, have to get him off the ball. It's just been that dangerous this season.
It's a miss hit by John Polskamp. He's been called in a couple of tough situations late in the game against LAFC last weekend when Tim Melia suffered a shoulder injury. Beg your pardon, a hamstring injury this time around for Tim Melia. Had a shoulder earlier in the year. Ball bounced into the penalty area. Fagundes had a shot attempt. He's claiming it was touched by a Sporting KC player. The referee didn't see it that way. Willie Agata with a nice layoff for Felipe Hernandez, who's got a full head of steam running at the back line of Austin. Plays it to Johnny's first-time shot, and the save is spilled in front of goal, but cleared away by Nick Lima.
How good of a touch was that from Willie Agata? Tough ball into him, lays it off to Felipe Hernandez. Does good work driving at that back line, finding Johnny's. Maybe Johnny should have tried to square that one, but still good action there from Sporting.
Johnny's again. He is fouled by Alex Ring.
It's much better from Sporting. Haven't seen a lot of that for these first 15 minutes. Had a lot of plays to bring these fans into the game at counterattack. Certainly got them up, and then here, Johnny's getting fouled by Ring, just putting his body in front of the ball, and Alex Ring get him go through him. Now it's a good opportunity here for Felipe Hernandez to really hit this one with a lot of pace. Right on goal, almost like you're shooting it. Just takes a little touch from somebody on Sporting, getting across their man. Try to flick this one on. Brad Stuber's goal.
Hernandez leads Sporting Kansas City in assists in 2022, and a couple of them have come off of set pieces from this general area on the pitch. On the stroke of a quarter of an hour to the back post, just over the head of Johnny Russell. "15 minutes in, Jacob, what do you think of the start?"
Well, here's this ball from Felipe. Just gets under it a little bit. Otherwise, would have found Johnny Russell wide open at the back post, but not a lot, Nate, in this first 15 minutes from either team. She said, not feeling each other out, not really doing much. You understand that from Sporting, just having so many changes. Such a busy week as well, but Austin really sitting back. They started to press a little bit. Sporting had the majority of possession, but not really generated very many decent opportunities so far.
Fontas finds Willie Agata. Does well to hold up the ball for Sporting, but then the pass, not quite enough on it. Intended for Johnny Russell, intercepted by John Gallagher.
He did the hard part. He did the hard part right. Just has to make that pass simple.
Austin FC coming forward now. Lima, left-footed ball in, headed away by Fontas. Up into the air by Pereira. Agata. Referee says the ball won cleanly by Cascate. Here's Urruti. Maxi Urruti. The offside flag has come up as he put it up in the upper 90. The flag did not come up until the play's conclusion. As the referees are instructed, it did appear that he came from an offside position there. Everything is checked, but what a finish.
I mean, I know this goal doesn't count, but what a finish that was from Maxi Urruti. Does not get any better than that. Good line, though, from Sporting. Making sure to draw Urruti offside, but man, what a finish.
Maxi Urruti well-respected veteran in this league, and he is having a clutch 2022. 7 goals, 5 of them have been match winners, and I don't know if he's had a better finish than that one, although it won't count. Here's a foul on Johnny Russell. He disagrees.
Russell just stepping up. I kind of agree with Johnny Russell. Don't think there was a whole lot of contact in that.
Ben Sweat comes flying forward to win the header, and it falls to Johnny's. Johnny's right-footed effort. It was curling, but easily saved by Brad Stuver. Johnny's has the bit between his teeth when it comes to having an effort on goal, though.
Yeah, but again, I don't think that was the right opportunity there to shoot. He had other options in the middle.
Starting to open up a little bit here as we approach the 20th minute. Here's Alex Ring. And a couple of guys played through here, and it's to the back post and knocked home. The offside flag has come up again. We got a man down inside the goal for Austin FC. It's Diego Fagundes who was there to try to knock this thing home. It looked like both players were offside there, and then as you see Fagundes sliding through, he might have made contact with that metal portion of the bottom of the goal. Ooh, his left foot. That's a pretty unforgiving object to make contact with there, Jacob, going into the goal like that.
Again, another well-worked goal from Austin FC that doesn't count there. Good line again, though, from Sporting Kansas City. John Ethan Finley off. Just shows you, though, this Austin team can beat you in a bunch of different ways. They have a lot of different goal scorers out there on the field.
Offside was confirmed in the check by VAR. Let's go down to the third member of our broadcast crew, and Ali Trost-Martin.
Nate, some of what I'm hearing from the Austin FC bench is a lot of urging his team to play faster and step quickly when they get into Sporting's defensive half, and to really keep their back line organized to prevent Sporting from getting in behind, as they have a couple of times in the last few minutes. As for manager Peter Vermees, had a similar reaction to what you guys were saying after a couple of really dangerous chances when Marino's Johnny's in front of net. Just kind of disappointed he didn't square himself up a bit better on that first one and find a better open man on that second opportunity around goal.
Simon then tries to drop it over the shoulder of Johnny Russell, but he couldn't keep it in play. Johnny gives the thumbs up, though, to his center back. Frustrating year for Peter Vermees and company here. His team have made the playoffs 10 out of 11 years. They find themselves at the bottom of the Western Conference standings this year. Injuries, lack of finishing around the goal, lack of consistency has continued to bite the team throughout the course of the year. But as you said, Jacob, an opportunity for players to show what they're made of a little bit here, and it's really going to take something, because it had to have taken the wind out of the sails of these players the way everything went down, losing in penalties in Sacramento on Wednesday in a cup competition in a semifinal.
It's a huge loss. There's no getting around that, and it's just, how does this team bounce back? They just need to get on the scoreboard. Might take an opportunity like this, a set piece, to kickstart this attack.
Felipe Hernandez is the man standing behind it. He drives it in. Makes its way out to Ben Sweat. All the way back now to John Polskamp and Caden Pierre, two young players who are getting some experience and the opportunity to prove that they should be a part of the future for Sporting Kansas City. Cam Duke showing that pace up the left-hand side. Alex Ring knocked it out. Touch last by Cam Duke. Tough to tell there. Ball intended for Finley. He gets around Sweat. Here's Ethan Finley. And he tucks it inside the post. The offside flag has come up against Austin FC a third time, denying an Austin goal. And he did appear to be offside from that angle.
Ethan Finley almost gets that run perfect. Just strays a little bit. Again, though, what a finish that was from Ethan Finley. I don't know, Nate, if I've seen 3 goals called back within 23 minutes.
And 2 of the 3 goals were just absolutely sublime finishes. One in the top corner, one in the bottom corner.
That shows you why Austin's leading MLS in goals scored, right?
Good players who are in good form and feeling confident. And, you know, as we said, the reverse right now is true for Sporting. A couple of players, Daniel Shallowy and Johnny Russell, who have been so great at finishing during their time in Sporting Kansas City, had their chances in Sacramento on Wednesday and either denied by the goalkeeper or by the crossbar. It just isn't coming together right now. Confidence is so key in sports. Agata has really done a good job holding the play up for Sporting KC so far today, and this time he buys the foul against Julio Cascante.
And it seems like a little thing, right? Not much there, although they'd give a yellow card out, but it's just relieving that pressure. Sporting have been under it for a little bit there. You can play into your center forward, you can hold up the ball, whether that's finding the right pass, right there, earning a foul, allows the whole team to get up, take a breath. It's massive right there. I've seen it a few times from Willie Agata.
His 5th yellow card on the season for Julio Cascante. Fontas was in trouble, sends it up the field to Agata, who is really just holding his ground against a couple of big center backs and giving Sporting KC the chance to get forward again. Voltaire switches it over to Russell, working against Gallagher here. And Fagundes was hoping that Cam Duke would check to the ball. Duke does get there in the end, gets the turn on one man, and now finds Russell. Johnny Russell blocked by Gabrielson, and then a foul on Sporting KC. Felipe Hernandez thought he was the victim there.
Love this from Cam Duke. It's a great little move. Some separation from Pereira. Finds Johnny Russell, good block. And Felipe Hernandez, Ethan Finley kind of get there at the same time.
Yeah, that's a tough one for the referee, isn't it?
That is. Would love to see him swallow his whistle there, but he was right there on top of it. I understand why the whistle called a foul.
Play like a kid, party like an adult at our first adult field day at Children's Mercy Park. On Saturday, August 13th, participate in team games such as relay races, soccer darts, speed Jenga, and more, while enjoying your favorite adult beverages on the pitch. Learn more and purchase tickets today at sportingkc.com/events. I feel like you'd be an incredible speed Jenga guy, Jacob.
No, I'm not sure what that is, but I would love to try it.
Takes a steady hand, I'm sure. Johnny Russell fighting to keep it in play. Couldn't quite do it. But how about a moment to talk about Willie Agata's play so far? Not the tallest guy, listed at 5'9", but plays much bigger than that, standing up to 2 solid center backs so far, and really holding the play up well for Sporting KC.
And he likes that contact. He welcomes that. He wants to get into center backs, throw him off. He's got a low center of gravity. It's good to see. Might not have the height, of some other center forwards, but he's good at using his body, earning fouls, holding up the ball. Seen that a few times from him today. It's a good sign for the future of this club.
29th minute, we're scoreless between Sporting KC and Austin FC. Cam Duke couldn't get the step on Gabrielson, who plays it back to Stuver. Gabrielson under pressure, though, from Duke. And Duke earns Sporting KC a throw-in. Cam Duke's making his 12th start on the year, and those 12 starts have come all over the pitch. Johnny Russell in the penalty area, puts it back for Johnny's. Nick Lima did just enough to get there in time ahead of Johnny's and put it out for a corner.
That was a heads-up play there. Johnny Russell realizing I can sneak in behind here. Caden Pierre, a good throw in to find Johnny Russell. Great ball across. Nick Lima, though, just beats Johnny's to the spot. It's good defending. Hit that up and over. Well done from both Caden Pierre and Johnny Russell.
Minute, first corner on the day. Hernandez, Agata, blocked off the line, or right in front of the line, I should say, by Ruben Gabrielson.
That's well done, though, from Agata.
Went off the arm, yeah.
Yeah, that's not a handball, though. It's tucked in there to his body.
Natural position.
Yep. It's just, though, that movement from Agata to free himself up. We haven't seen that enough on set pieces this year from Sporting Kansas City players.
And just that determination to get on the end of it as well. Here's another corner. Voltaire on the second ball. Duke is able to get it all the way back to Caden Pierre. He's about to find out that Maxi Urruti is one of the best pressing forwards in all of Major League Soccer as Urruti wins it back for Austin. It's in for Driussi. Fontas with the recovery to bail out his young teammate. Chalk it up as a learning experience for Caden Pierre. Those of you that have played against Urruti for a long time know how good he is as a pressing forward.
He's relentless. He's one of the underrated parts of his game, and people just talk about center forwards for their goals and assists and their production, but Maxi Urruti is so good at starting that press off. So many teams have gone out and tried to add a piece like him, even though he's not going to score you 15 goals a season. He's going to do all those little things that make you a competitive team. He's been a big piece for Josh Wolf, this Austin team.
And he'll score enough, right, to help your team.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, we saw his finishing ability earlier in this game, right?
Boy, didn't we? This ball over the top for Fagundes against Pierre. Back to Gallagher. Now Pereira. Austin FC, if you're just joining us, have found the back of the net 3 times through the first half hour of this game. All 3 taken off the board for offside. Voltaire pounces on the deflection. Johnny Russell around Pereira. Duke picks up the loose ball. Ben Sweat. Voltaire under pressure from behind by Urruti. Voltaire might have had a chance to run forward there. Duke played it back to Fontas instead, and he'll come forward with it. Sliding it through for Sweat. He and Nick Lima trying to get there. It's out for a goal kick.
There's been a few times in this game where Sporting Kansas City have done a good job beating that Austin press, but then they get past. They break the lines, and then they don't go forward. Bring it back, allows that front group of Austin to get back into the game. As soon as you break those lines, you have to eliminate them, drive forward. I've already taken out, in that case, 4 players from Austin. Instead of playing it back, you allow all those 4 players back in to the defensive shape.
Driussi looking for Finley again. Take a look at possession by zone so far. Just over a half an hour in. Austin FC having a lot of joy working it up the left-hand side. Anywhere you see those squares in green, that's where Austin have had the majority of possession and owning the center of the park as well. Sporting KC being pragmatic. Remember, they played a 120-minute game on the road on Wednesday. Here's Johnny's. Alex Ring knocked it away. Johnny Russell comes up with it. Working to the byline, putting it across.
Russell just frustrated there. His final ball, but it's good stuff. They're running at the back line again. Gallagher is a converted winger. He's done well at that left back spot, but he's still not natural. Anytime Johnny Russell's 1v1, you want to take him on. Just didn't get the final product right there.
Gallagher, draft pick by Atlanta back in 2018, then went on loan to Aberdeen. Signed by Austin last year, has been, as you mentioned, an attacking player up until this season. They've converted him to left back, and he's a right-footed player as well, so not a natural fit there either. But Josh Wolf has really sung his praises in the way he has adapted to that position. Johnny Russell will fancy running at any left back in this league when he gets the opportunity. Chance to get forward here. Out to Russell. Gallagher goes into the sliding tackle, and he knocks it off Russell. There you see the frustration on Sporting KC captain's face. Children's Mercy, Kansas City is finding more ways to unleash the greatness within every child, including yours. Join us at childrensmercy.org/imagine. The 37th minute, scoreless between Sporting KC and Austin. Beautiful night, particularly for late July here in Kansas City. Temperatures in the 70s at kickoff. That is not the norm. Cutting through the middle, plays a nice ball forward to Fagundes. Now Ring. Fagundes into Ring again. He cuts it back across. Fontas got there in front of Fagundes, and it actually will end up in a throw-in.
This is a great two-man game, though. Fagundes and Ring.
See, Rudy was the one that was going to try to get on the end of that. Looks like Gallagher fancies the long throw. Pierre got the first header. It's out to Gallagher. Pereira drives it in. Holzkamp flying out to punch it away. Pereira called for the foul. He's going to get a yellow card. We're going through the back of Cam Duke. His 7th yellow card on the season.
Duke gets sandwiched between Driussi and Pereira. And you mentioned, Nate, about the Josh Wolf saying some of the players who've shown some improvements this year, and Pereira's been one of them. Rookie last year. Really had a good second campaign, though.
He was the first overall pick in the first draft for Austin FC. Caden Pierre making his way forward, gets it out to Johnny Russell, working against Gallagher again. Russell, still Russell. What a sliding tackle that was from Alex Ring. Cam Duke's gonna go in the book for this tackle.
How about that tackle from Alex Ring, though? I thought Johnny Russell, very similar to the goal that he scored against Minnesota. He wins the challenge. Alexander Ring, great challenge. Tackle to win the ball back to release Fagundes right here. Cam Duke realizing he can't let Fagundes get out on the break. Has to bring him down. It's a yellow card.
Caden Pierre comes over to win the header. Johnny Russell takes it off the foot of Gallagher. Knocked to the ground as he gets it to Voltaire. Referee's going to bring the foul back in favor of Johnny Russell.
It's good refereeing right there. Let the play go on to see Remy Voltaire. Clearly, though, Gallagher comes in just late there on Johnny Russell. It's good refereeing.
Fontas looking for either Johnny's or Agata. And Agata, a little shove in the back to Cascante. As I think what the foul call is going to be here as we hit 40 minutes. Split the lines. It was intercepted by Felipe Hernandez. Agata leaves it for Russell. Look at Maxi Arruti do his work. He is going to be called for the foul and pick up a yellow card here. Doesn't agree with it. But either way, that's your number 9 in the middle of the field, breaking up a counterattack and almost winning the ball back.
Just mentioned it, though. That's what Maxi Arruti's all about. And it's that first foul. It's not this one on Johnny Russell. I think it's that first one on Willie Agata. Agata thought he was going to be in free. And your number 9 tracking back to break up the play.
Felipe Hernandez. Cam Duke actually trying to keep it in there. Couldn't do so. The yellow cards are totting up now for Austin. Cascante, Pereira, and Arruti all on yellows. I've talked about how good Austin FC have been away from home in 2022. Tied for the most wins, tied for the most goals. Great at converting their shots. We've already seen that tonight, even though their shots have been wiped off because of offside. Play on here, says the referee. Johnny's to Duke. Showed too much of it to Pereira. And Duke just got himself tossed out of this game. It's a second yellow card for Cam Duke. And it's maybe a moment of immaturity by Cam Duke. He's got to know he's on a yellow card there. Might have lost his cool for just a second. And what had been a really even game up until this point is now going to change drastically as Cam Duke's been sent off. Second yellow card in the span of less than 5 minutes.
That's just a young mistake from Cam Duke. He's got to realize he's sitting on a yellow card. Right there, you can't pull him back. It's a point of emphasis. Might seem soft in the end, but it's a point of emphasis around Major League Soccer. Breaking up promising attacks. Right there, Cam Duke puts his team in a really difficult position now. It's like you said, Nate, Sporting were playing pretty even game against one of the best teams in the league, and now completely changes the way the rest of this game's going to go.
And a team that's already going to have some tired legs after, as we've mentioned a couple of times, playing 120 minutes in Sacramento in a hard-fought game on Wednesday. Now they've got to play against the best attacking team in Major League Soccer for a little over a half, down a man. This is the second time in 3 games Sporting KC have received a red card. Roger Espinoza got sent in the RSL game a couple of MLS games ago. '45th minute. Felipe Hernandez as well to close down Lima, but can't keep it in play. To be specific, those 2 yellow cards for Cam Duke came 3.5 minutes apart. The game changes just like that. Here's Johnny Russell, touching it past Fagundes. Now slowing up into the penalty area, putting it in for a Gata. He got ahead to it, but he popped it up into the air.
Special right there from Johnny Russell. Picks up the ball in his own half. It's going to take something special like that for Sporting Kansas City to get a goal in this game. Playing down a man now.
1 minute of stoppage time to close out the first half. Sporting KC will hope to get to the locker room still level here and then regroup, playing with 10 men. Pereira cutting it back for a Rudy, poked away by Isi. Driussi on it. Now Gallagher. Ring right through the legs of John Polskamp and in. And it's gone from bad to worse for Sporting Kansas City. A wry smile from Alex Ring. He's almost sheepish about that. His 6th goal on the year. And for young John Polskamp, he's going to have to try to forget about that one quickly.
And this is just a mistake. It's plain and simple. Routine shot in there. John Polskamp, well, the last time he's made a mistake like that. Just simple right through his legs. Just went from bad to worse for Sporting Kansas City. The red card from Cam Duke. Now this from John Polskamp. Really puts Sporting Kansas City in a tough spot here to go into the second half.
And there's the halftime whistle. Well, Alex Ring with the goal to put Austin FC up 1, and it was a gift. Austin FC have been gifted a man advantage and a goal advantage. Going into the locker room, a team that does not need the help, and you can see the look on the Sporting KC players' faces as the frustration continues to mount. Our halftime show is coming up from Children's Mercy Park with the score: Sporting KC 0, Austin FC 1.
We play for the love of the game, but after years of sacrifice, love only gets you so far. That's why UKG and the National Women's Soccer League are offering an equitable purse at the 2023 UKG NWSL Challenge Cup.
Why are my lips so chapped?
Welcome to Colorado.
Wow, what is this? 10%?
It's 3%.
You do this for fun?
You're doing great.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow, thank you.
Here, you might need this.
Becoming a Coloradan takes time. Banking shouldn't have to. Live Weller at canvas.org.
This is the moment for a treatment for moderate to severe eczema. Sabinco, FDA approved. 100% steroid free, not an injection. Sabinco is a once-daily pill for adults who didn't respond to previous treatments. And Sabinco helps provide clearer skin and less itch. Sabinco can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections and do blood tests. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, or are prone to infections. Do not take with medicines that prevent blood clots, serious, sometimes fatal infections, lymphoma, lung, skin, and other cancers. Serious heart-related events and blood clots can happen. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of serious heart-related events or death with JAK inhibitors. This is the moment, but we've only just begun. Speak with your doctor about Sabinco today, an innovation from Pfizer.
T-Mobile has 5G here, and we also cover you up here. Yup. Get free Wi-Fi now with streaming all flight long. We do coverage differently, with expanded high-speed data across the world. So you're connected here.
Welcome into our halftime coverage presented by Price Chopper. Sporting Kansas City trailing Austin FC 1-0 here at the half after a really disappointing end to that first half. Team now goes to the locker room to regroup and try to come out, dig deep with just 10 men to find their way back into this game when they return for second half action. And speaking of returns, U.S. Women's National Team returning to Children's Mercy Park this fall. A bit more positive note here. They'll come to town to face Nigeria in a friendly match. That takes place on September 3rd, a Saturday, kicking off at 12:30 p.m. And you can get your tickets to this match starting this Monday, August 1st. They go on sale at 9 a.m. at ussoccer.com, but Sporting KC's season ticket members have access to the pre-sale that opened up yesterday morning, as well as U.S. Soccer insiders and Visa card holders, all able to take advantage of this pre-sale. So come cheer on the CONCACAF champion U.S. Women's National Team as they prepare for the 2023 World Cup in Australia and New Zealand, and get your tickets at ussoccer.com. Again, those go on sale to the public this Monday, at 9 a.m. ussoccer.com is where you can get those, and we'll see you out here this fall for some U.S. Women's National Team action. But stay with us as we'll be back to cover the first half with Nate Bukaty and Jacob Peterson after this.
We play for the love of the game, but after years of sacrifice, love only gets you so far. That's why UKG and the National Women's Soccer League are offering an equitable purse at the 2023 UKG NWSL Challenge Cup.
T-Mobile has 5G here, and we also cover you up here. Yup. Get free Wi-Fi now with streaming all flight long. We do coverage differently, with expanded high-speed data across the world. So you're connected here, and here, not yet. But down here, you're covered with a year of AAA roadside assistance on us. On the ground, in the air, or overseas, T-Mobile has coverage beyond the expected.
Why are my lips so chapped?
Welcome to Colorado.
Wow, what is this? 10%?
It's 3%.
You do this for fun?
You're doing great.
That's it?
That's it.
Wow, thank you.
Here, you might need this.
Becoming a Coloradan takes time. Banking shouldn't have to. Live Weller at canvas.org.
If Damian Lillard accepted his spot at the end of the bench, he never would have been at the rec center before it opened. If he listened to those who overlooked him, he never would have heard his name called as a first-round pick. And if he let 6 all-star selections go to his head, he never would have had the heart to give back to the streets that shaped it. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
We've been sharing the love for 50 years, and with Popeye's Two Can Dine, you can too. Get 5 pieces of our crispy, juicy, tender signature chicken, 2 sides, and 2 biscuits for just $11.99. Dinner for 2 just became easy. Pick it up today at Popeye's.
Love that chicken from Popeyes.
I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man. Of travel I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. I've been to Pittsburgh, Parkersburg, Gravelburg, Colorado, Ellen City, Cedar City, Dodge City, what a pity. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere.
Custom shirts help people feel like they're part of a team. My name is Timothy Chi, and I'm the CEO of Wedding Art. We're very proud customers of Custom Ink. We keep coming back to Custom Ink because of the quality of the product, the customer service, and the ease of use. That moment you walk in the office and people are wearing the same gear, you feel a sense of connectedness and belonging right away. And our shirts from Custom Ink help bring us together.
Custom Ink has hundreds of products to help you feel connected. Upload your logo or start your design today at customink.com.
Copyrighted broadcast of Major League Soccer may not. Not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast without the express written consent of Major League Soccer.
Halftime is presented by Price Chopper, proud to be the official grocer of Sporting KC. The media game is taking place on the field at halftime here at Children's Mercy Park, and I saw Daniel Sperry, beat writer for the Kansas City Star, found the back of the net once in this game. Only Austin FC finding the back of the net through the first 45 minutes of regulation in this one. They did it 4 times, only one of them counted. As we take a look at our Coca-Cola refresh, it was actually a relatively even first half. Driussi, he is dynamite from anywhere, missed that shot with the left foot. Sporting KC had a couple of opportunities to get forward, thanks in large part to the good hold-up play from William Agata. Marinos Johnny's maybe could have picked out a pass there, tried to test the keeper instead. It's good work from Cam Duke here. Find Johnny Russell. His shot was blocked. But then, just 3.5 minutes after picking up a yellow card, Cam Duke grabbing the shoulders of Pereira and going in the book a second time in short order. He gets sent off right before stoppage time, and then into stoppage time. There's not much to say on this one other than John Polskamp's going to want that one back. Not a good way to end the half for Sporting KC. As you take a look at the halftime stats, possession fairly even. Sporting actually with more shots than Austin, but 2 big mistakes by young players late in the first half completely changed the way this game looks.
Well, I think that's kind of been the story of Sporting Kansas City season, is really up until that Cam Duke red card, Sporting were in a good spot. Were, I thought, slightly better, had the edge in possession, had the edge in shots. Yeah, they weren't creating a ton of opportunities, but it was still a good game, managing this very dangerous Austin attack as well on the other end. And then it just simply comes down to 2 mistakes. Cam Duke getting the red, and then John Polskamp. And there's not much more to say about that. Again, we asked what the character of this team is. Right now, the second half, it's a big question mark right there.
Might have a couple of subs at halftime. We'll see Daniel Shallowy and Eric Tommy going through warm-ups while the media game takes place in the background. We'll see if those guys will join in for Sporting KC, but they're going to be down a man to start the second half and down a goal. Second half is right around the corner.
Chiefs Kingdom. We play for the love of the game, but after years of sacrifice, love only gets you so far. That's why UKG and the National Women's Soccer League are offering an equitable purse at the 2023 UKG NWSL Challenge Cup.
T-Mobile has 5G here, and we also cover you up here. Yup. Get free Wi-Fi now with streaming all flight long. We do coverage differently with expanded high-speed data across the world. So you're connected here, and here, not yet. But down here, you're covered with a year of AAA roadside assistance on us. On the ground, in the air, or overseas, T-Mobile has coverage beyond the expected.
Our journey at Continental has taken us down many roads. And when we first started, they weren't even paved. For more than 150 years, we've worked hard to earn your trust. From the trail to the racetrack and beyond. The Continental mark in all its forms stands for confidence. Confidence you trust. Continental Tire.
With Geico, we can easily bundle home and car insurance and save even more.
Yeah, just like that breakfast burrito.
There isn't too much hot sauce, is there? I have a sensitive palate.
I actually like hot sauce.
How about guacamole?
I don't really know what we're talking about anymore.
Burritos.
Insurance.
Geico. You know, every summer, for as long as I can remember, I've been coming up here to skip. You see, it's so thin and crispy, it's not just perfect for eating. It's also perfect for skipping.
Whoa. You know, every summer, for as long as I can remember, slices of thin crust pizza just fly out of the lake like a miracle. I got one!
Me too!
The lake giveth thin crust!
It's a hot and ready thin crust summer at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza. If Mark, Mr. Cartoon Machado, didn't have the fighting spirit to draw out his passion, he never would have turned chrome into a canvas. If he let a lack of tools stop him, he never would have started tattooing using a homemade machine. And if he listened to those who said you need an art degree, he never would have perfected the street look that made him a street legend. That's the fighting spirit. That's what makes a lion. Modelo, root for those with a fighting spirit.
You never know what awaits on the world's grandest stage. Because here, the greatest city and the greatest fans fuel the greatest performances you'll ever see. How's that turn
So I climbed into the cab and then I settled down inside. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. I've traveled, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere.
Sporting Kansas City Soccer is presented by Price Chopper. For freshness, selection, and low prices, Kansas City knows Price Chopper.
Welcome back to our halftime coverage, live now on the sideline with manager Peter Vermees. Coach, down a goal, down a man. What adjustments need to be made going into the second half?
We're gonna have to fight for everything. We're gonna have to be organized. We're gonna have to try to get something on the counter.
Saw Daniel Shallowy and Eric Tommy warming up. How will you look for them to factor into this game, especially with you guys down one player?
Yeah, look, we obviously 120 minutes the other day. Obviously, we got a team right now that is a little beat up, but we're going to switch out our wingers. Both those guys are going to come on wingers. Johnny's put an unbelievable shift in so many days, so he's out, and then we'll put those two guys in and see if we can get at him on the attack.
Thanks for the time, Coach.
Thank you.
I'll see if Daniel Shallowy and Eric Tommy can give Sporting KC a little shot in the arm. It's been 415 minutes across all competitions for Sporting KC without a goal. And they got to try to get one down a man. We're going to have a couple of substitutions for Austin as well. Felipe Martins coming into the game. Also, Johan Romagna. Johnny Russell's day is done. He is trying to continue to go out there and play and fight for the Shield. And despite all the frustrations this year, as we are set for the second half, Austin FC up a goal, up a man to start this second half here at Children's Mercy Park. First touch for Daniel Shallowy, fresh into the game. Slides it through for Felipe Hernandez. Trying to find Tommy, but the pass was over his head. Taken by Fagundes. Good tackle from Tommy in the recovery. Sporting really have no chance but to take some chances getting forward in the second half here, Jacob.
First and foremost, Sporting have to be good defensively. They can't give up anything. Maybe try to have a goal on the counter right now. You have Tommy, you have Agata, you have Shallowy, guys who can get out in space and run. So I think it was interesting. Josh Wolf making 2 subs there at halftime. Both guys were on yellow cards. And protect his players, make sure that he finishes this game playing up a man.
So Alex Ring will drop into the 6. He had played the 8, which is the number that he wears in the first half. Here's Driussi. EC heads away and felt the effects of that header. EC still on the ground. I don't know the referee sees it. Now he sees it and will stop play. Time there's a head injury. Referee is instructed to stop play. Looked like a relatively standard header, so something happened. Easy explaining it to the training staff right now. He's up to his feet. Like he's keen to stay on. Of course, they're going to check him. It's a thumbs up from the medical staff, and he'll wait to be waved back onto the field as we're back underway. EC's back on, which puts Sporting KC back at 10 men. Again, if you're just joining us, Sporting KC went down a man very late in the first half when Cam Duke was shown his second yellow card in the span of 3.5 minutes. Moments after that, in stoppage time, Sporting leaked a goal. Here come Austin again. Driussi put that one up into the cauldron on some good link-up play through the middle of the park from Austin that time. John Polskamp's got to react here. He's let one go through his legs at the end of the first half, which is the difference in the game right now. Tommy felt the contact from Gallagher and earns the foul. Gallagher pleading his innocence. Ben Sweat making his way up the left-hand side. Shallowy with a switch. Tommy brings it down. Felipe. And Shallowy get tangled up. Shallowy called for the foul. Austin FC looking for their 8th win away from home. They got just 2 wins away from home last year in their maiden voyage in Major League Soccer. Ring. And Sweat heads it away. Ben Sweat might have some heavy legs. Mentioned played all the way into extra time on Wednesday in Sacramento in the U.S. Open Cup semifinal. And then Logan Ndembe, the other left back for Sporting KC, suffered a hamstring injury in training the day that Sporting KC returned from that game. So Ben Sweat called on to play here again today. He hasn't logged too many minutes overall this season. His 9th MLS start on the year, working his way back from that ACL injury that he suffered while he was with Austin last year. And Peter Vermees was asked when he spoke to the media yesterday about all of the heavy legs, and he said, look, sometimes you play 3 games in a week. That is part of the job. And he said guys do it around the world. He was pretty matter-of-fact about it. You have to manage minutes at the same time. It's a balancing act like everything. There's Sweat fighting for the ball again. Fontas serves it forward, and Eric Tommy coming over to bother Lima. Lima can't get the foul, and here's Voltaire. Now Tommy didn't get full purchase on it, but Sporting have had a couple of opportunities getting forward, down a man here in the second half.
That's really good there. Eric Tommy comes all the way across the field to put Nick Lima under some pressure. Ends up getting the ball back, having a shot. Yes, it wasn't the best shot, but still a good sign for Sporting, and that's how they're going to have to get one. Taking the chance, running in behind. Maybe a misplay for Austin. Otherwise, it's going to be a lot of this.
Long ball again from Ring. Sweat won it again. Shallowy lumps it forward. Well, you got to give him chase. Romagna, who's fresh into the game. Carried out of bounds on Gabrielson. Well, for more on Eric Tommy, let's check in with Ali on the sideline.
Nate, midfielders Eric Tommy and Alex Ring shared a brief hug there on the field, and both players did play in Germany around the same time, not on the same team, but you could see that connection that they shared out there, and looked pretty happy to be running into familiar faces, especially for Eric Tommy, who's, of course, new to MLS.
Alex Ring receiving some treatment. He's one of 2 different Austin FC players who are down on the ground right now as we have this stoppage. Fagundes, the other man, who's now back up to his feet. Is still instructing from the touchline, both Tommy and Voltaire. He's going to make a big difference for Sporting Kansas City, I feel, going forward, Eric Tommy. He's calling for it now, and he gets it. Pierre with the overlap. Gallagher steps to the ball and knocks it out for a throw-in. Quickly taken to Tommy. trying to keep it alive and earning a corner kick for Sporting KC.
That's the second time Caden Pierre heads up play. The ball goes out of bounds. Gets it with a quick throw-in in behind the defense. Sets up another corner kick and playing down.
Galera, vamos colaborar aí com a gente. Por favor, ajude aí com a nossa live.
It's close there, Ben Sweat. Just got a little flick on, I think. It's inches away from a good opportunity against his former club. It's actually Finley who headed it up in the air.
10 minutes into the second half, Sporting KC have shown some signs of life despite the fact that they're down a man here, chasing a goal. Saying that adversity doesn't build character, it reveals it. Sporting looked like they were up for it, trying to bounce back from that heartbreaking loss on Wednesday in the first half, but that yellow card, the second yellow card to Cam Duke, really would have taken the air out of their sails. And then unfortunate mistake from young John Polskamp allowing the goal in, and it went from bad to worse as they went into the locker room, but they've come back out, at least showing some fight here in the second half. Ring. Driussi. Ring is down, grabbing at that right hip again. Remember, he was down moments ago when Ali was telling us about the connection between Alex Ring and Eric Tommy, and it looks like whatever it is that he's dealing with there, he might need to, he's going to at least need to receive more treatment and possibly call it a night. So we could see another young up-and-coming MLSer. And another MLS legacy, Owen Wolf, getting ready to come into the game. Homegrown player, and of course, if the name looks familiar, yep, it's his dad, Josh. And there's Davey Arno going through some instructions with Owen Wolf. "17 years old.
Pretty cool moment coming into the stadium. His dad's name's up on the wall. 17 years old.
It will be interesting to see what happens with the formation for Austin now, because I mentioned Alex Ring started the game playing the number 8, the box-to-box midfielder. With the sub at halftime, he dropped back to the number 6, the defensive midfield role. And Wolf looks like he will be asked to sit there in front of that back line.
Probably Felipe Martins probably that sits there.
Here is Wolf going into a challenge with Felipe Hernandez. And Wolf's first action of the game is a foul. He is playing more advanced, you're right. It's Felipe that's dropped back. I would never question you, Jacob. 60th minute. Austin leading 1-0. Sporting playing with 10 men.
Good ball.
Pierre to Hernandez with a chance to run forward here. Shallowy, edge of the penalty area. Appeals for handball. Referee had a good look at it. Gonna play on for now. Of course, everything will be checked. Voltaire to Hernandez. Cutting back. Voltaire. Now Sweat. Driving it low and across. Oh, and Agata got there, but he couldn't put it on frame. And, of course, they will stop the play here to have it checked. Just reading the body language of Fotis Bazakos there, didn't seem like he was sure that there was a handball here and decided to let it play out. You take a look at it, that clearly strikes the hand of Martins. The only question is, natural position or not? Is his hand away from his body and in a play that does not natural to the soccer action?
I look at that, and I think that's a handball for me.
And they are going to go to VAR. Daniel Radford is the video assistant referee, and he has indicated to Fotis Bazakos that he should have another look.
I think he's going to see this one. Don't think that's a natural position. Felipe's got his arm up there near his head, clearly comes off of his hand. To me, this one should be a pretty quick check. Should be awarded a penalty.
Well, this would certainly, and this is what the referee is looking at right here. The only question you could even have is natural soccer motion. And his hand is up, and here we go. It will be a penalty. So Sporting Kansas City have been invited back into this game. The man that would normally take this penalty, Johnny Russell, is on the bench. Russell had converted 6 of his last 6 MLS penalties, but he's not available. So right now, Daniel Shallowy is holding the ball. As Diego Fagundes, a little gamesmanship. He and Felipe Hernandez having a word. Daniel Shallowy's only taken 1 MLS penalty for Sporting KC. He did not convert. It was against LAFC in July of 2019. But he can level the match here. There's the whistle. And here's Shallowy. And he's denied by Stuver to his right-hand side. Brad Stuver with a big save for Austin to preserve the 1-goal advantage.
What a save that is. Brad Stuver, Daniel Shallowy. It's the same side as he did in the shootout. Sacramento this time doesn't get the same height. Good save from Stuver in the end.
And now the corner. Here's Tommy. Tipped over the bar by Stuver.
Shallowy comes up. It's with pace. It's just at that perfect height for a goalkeeper.
That is just the way it's going for Sporting Kansas City in 2022. Daniel Shallowy had 16 goals last year. He's stuck on 4 this year. Johnny's again. Stuver comes out to claim it. I said Johnny's, I meant Tommy, sorry. Tommy came in for Johnny's at halftime. Hernandez fighting to win it back, out for a throw-in. Caden Pierre over on that side, fighting for the loose ball. Well, 65th minute, Sporting KC. Again, a microcosm of the way the season seems to have gone. They've come out with the right spirit here in the second half. They've had chances. They've had the better of the chances, down a man. They've had a penalty, but still nothing to show for it. Not a convincing clearance from EC, but Polskamp able to grab it. First half of this game, Sporting KC went toe-to-toe with this really good and in-form Austin FC's side. A couple of big mistakes late in the first half completely changed the game. Agata fighting hard for everything. Picks up the foul on Romagna this time.
Another good piece of hold-up play from Agata, and it's a shame with that red card. Really wanted to see Agata get a full run out. Now it's a tough job for him. He's on an island up top there. He's still doing a good job working for the team.
Yeah, he seems to have the energy for it. He just brings that spunk, that
he's battling
feistiness.
He's battling against a big boy too in Romagna. He's a beast out there.
Just out of reach for Tommy that time. Still fighting for it, but Gallagher able to watch it out for a goal kick. Sporting fans, 2023 season tickets are now available. Put down a $50 deposit today and start receiving your benefits immediately, including tickets to 3 remaining Sporting home matches, full access to MLS streaming service on Apple TV, and more. Scan the QR code on your screen now for more information. 67th minute. Austin FC with a 1-0 lead and a one-man advantage. And here they come forward. Driussi. Wolf. Finley. Saved by Polskamp, but then turned home on the rebound. Diego Fagundes makes it 2-0.
Just like that, Austin get another one. Sporting have done a good job this half, really limiting Austin's chances here, though. Shot come in from Ethan Finley. Hits it hard and low, the back post. John Polskamp has to go for this one. Nothing he can do. Rebound right there for Fagundes. Just a tap in, his 6th goal on the season. Nothing John Polskamp could do about that one. 2-0 now. Austin FC on the road.
The fans making the trip up from Austin, celebrating now. Play will be checked for offside. That's what we're waiting for now.
It looked close.
See if we can take another look here. Is he past Fontas on the shot there? And you got to remember that camera is not right on line.
That is so close. Is it clear and obvious?
That's the threshold here. We've been told Major League Soccer does a great job of putting together some video review calls for the broadcasters to show us the thought processes that go in to these decisions, and you can see strips that are mowed in the patterns on the pitch here, and they can use those as reference points to see if someone's level or not. That angle from cable cam, I think it showed maybe the best angle we could see. This is obviously a massive decision because Sporting have shown here in the second half the ability to create some chances to possibly come up with an equalizer here. But if they're down 2 goals in a man, then it looks like a mountain that's too tall to climb. It is going to be reviewed. This is what Fotis Bazakos is looking at right now.
Look, from that angle, To me, it looks like he might be a step, but it's hard. The camera angles kind of play tricks on you, so it's very difficult to tell. It's close either way.
And he is going to call it off for offside. The fourth time tonight that Austin FC thought they had a goal only for it to be disallowed for offside. 3 in the first half, now 1 in the second, and Sporting somehow are still alive in this game.
This is a wild game, absolutely wild game here. And Sporting Kansas City really haven't given up very many opportunities. I guess you could talk about those goals being offside, but they were offside, and they were called. But with the exception of those, Sporting have been good limiting Austin, even down a man here through this second half, and missing the penalty obviously is a blow for Sporting, but questions, what was the character of this team? What was their response going down a man and down a goal, basically in stoppage time in that first half? And I say, Sporting Kansas City players really showed up this second half and put in a really good effort.
Felipe Hernandez called for the foul this time on Owen Wolf.
Pessoal, boa noite. Quem puder colaborar aí com a nossa live, eu agradeço muito. Qualquer valor em dólar, pode ser 20, 30, 50, R$1, qualquer valor, viu?
Felipe Hernandez just getting on the wrong side of Owen Wolf.
Eu agradeço qualquer
Would you like that spirit, that willingness to compete that Felipe Hernandez has in his game?
Conversas, ou então eu olhar aqui e eu coloco na tela, tá bom? Um abraço, boa noite, pessoal.
It's Pierre. This kid has pace. Use it for Tommy with a nice touch around Fagundes. And then around Felipe. Just missed on the connection with Agata. Fouled by Gallagher.
Great feet from Caden Pierre. Saw Eric Tommy do it just before that, but young player Caden Pierre, a little Sobro there, skips inside of Gallagher, has to bring him down. It's good stuff from Caden Pierre.
It's not just pace. He's got some quality on the ball.
Absolutely.
So a set piece for Sporting, and Tommy try to drop this one in on someone like Isimat Mirin. Was flicked away by Romagna. Ben Sweat going to be called for the foul, and he'll receive a booking here. Been an interesting game. Back and forth in the first half. 3 goals by Austin FC, disallowed for offside, correctly so. But then 2 quick yellow cards to Cam Duke put Sporting down a man. In the 43rd minute. Then, in the only minute of stoppage time, Alex Ring with a long-range shot that was just really a routine dribbler right at the keeper. Just went through the hands and legs of John Polskamp, and that's the only goal that has stood. Sporting thought they had a chance to equalize down a man early in the second half, but Brad Stuver made a great save to the right-hand side to deny Daniel Shallowy, and you see the expected goals there. Sporting almost 1.5 to just 0.24 for Austin. But Austin are the team that are up a goal and up a man. It's a funny game sometimes.
It is. And I was going to say, even Sporting are out shooting Austin too, 8-5, and I think that expected goals probably shows that. Of course, the penalty is certainly a big chunk of that, but still, overall, Sporting have been playing down a man for this entire second half. Certainly come to play.
Gallagher with the step gets it to Driussi. Now Urruti. Scoreless drought continues for Sporting KC. It's on 5 games now in all competitions without a goal. Really thought it might come to an end with that penalty. Not the case. But got him. Fighting for it again. How many times have we said that tonight as he brings it forward to Tommy? Too many Verde and black shirts in front of it. Ben Sweat, though. Romagna heads it to Fagundes. To forward to Urruti. Voltaire. It's hard to win it back.
Excellent play from Remy Voltaire. Anticipated what Diego Fagundes was trying to do there. Gets his body in the right spot, wins the ball back. Really good from Remy Voltaire.
Just less than a quarter of an hour remaining. Sporting down a man, down a goal. Austin trying to stay within striking range of LAFC. We go into the final third of the season. LAFC got a win last night at home against Seattle. And Austin bringing in a reinforcement of their own. Not as big of a name as Gareth Bale, but Emiliano Rigoni, Argentinian who has a really deep connection with Sebastian Driussi, has joined the club. And we'll see if he can give them a shot in the arm offensively. Here's Driussi. Trying to get it back, but Fontas had it covered. And you might say, well, why does Austin need a shot in the arm offensively? They're the leading goal-scoring team. This time a foul on Agata. But with everything that LAFC just seems to keep bringing to the table, it's an arms race, and Austin FC want to try to keep pace. You see him just kind of clip the back of the leg there, Agata.
That's close. Agata, though, it's a tough assignment. When you're up there all alone, battling against those two center backs.
Graham Zusi and Roger Espinoza on for Felipe Hernandez and Caden Pierre. So a couple of the veterans who have been a part of so many wonderful seasons for Sporting KC coming in for a couple of homegrowns.
Both homegrowns put in a good shift there. 78 minutes or so. Caden Pierre, we saw glimpses of it getting forward. Felipe Hernandez with that work ethic as well.
Certainly, two of the bright spots in a tough season for Sporting have been Felipe Hernandez and Caden Pierre.
Absolutely, both guys. It's not just this game, it's been a culmination of games. Felipe's gotten a little bit more time, but he's so dynamic and getting out, pressing the ball, and getting back in his starting spot. Caden Pierre, another performance that he can build off of.
Driussi. Now Nick Lima driving it in. Zusi will watch it out for a goal kick. Nick Limo, another one of those MLS veterans. It's seems to be all over this Austin FC roster. Good solid pro, 6 years in MLS. Most of them was San Jose until coming to Austin last year. even when Gata doesn't win the header, he seems to make it tough enough on the center backs that Sporting were able to get on some of these second balls, and they have it coming forward again because of that. Espinoza trying to slide it through to Ben Sweat. Good sliding tackle from Lima to put it out. Zusi. For Agata. Lays it off nicely for Shallowy. Back to Agata. Sporting put numbers in the box here. Agata whips it in. Finds its way to Sweat. Sweat. Trying to find a space to turn. Shot blocked by Lima. Kept in by Fontas. By the way, Eric Tommy really sold out to try to get on the end of that header, and he landed hard. Is back up on his feet now as Espinoza drives it across. Zusi puts the ball in, blocked by Fagundes, and out for a corner.
Tell me which team's playing with 10 men right now.
Right.
It's been a really good performance from Sporting. Good ball in. Really Agata. Send that up. Tommy lays out. It's good stuff from Agata again.
Corner number 6 for Sporting KC. Zusi. Voltaire finds Sweat. Thought about making that pass to Zusi. Instead, goes for the safe option with Tommy, who combines with Shallowy up the left-hand side. Lima pokes it away. And we'll have a substitution here. Ethan Finley's night will be done. Rodney Redis comes in. 22-year-old out of Paraguay. There's 8 minutes remaining in this one, plus stoppage time. Sporting down a goal and a man, but showing that they will not go down in this one without a fight. Voltaire switches over to Tommy. Now Sweat. Zusi. Ambitious to take it on the volley, but if anyone could do it, it would be Graham Zusi. Into the south stand, that one went, though.
I think Zusi was just trying to square that one back across goal. Again, though, Sporting Kansas City down a man. Still, majority of this, these last 10 minutes have been played in the Austin defensive half of the field.
Sporting have registered twice as many shots as Austin FC in this game. Austin have had 4 goals disallowed for offside, 1 on video review. Sporting have had a penalty, but they did not convert. Great save from Brad Stuver. Another substitution for Austin as they try to see this game out. Maxi Arudi will take a seat. Replaced by Danny Hoosen, veteran out of the Netherlands. Josh Wolf is now out of substitutes for this game. 6 minutes plus stoppage time remaining as they try to see out this 1 goal and 1 man advantage.
Great ball.
Zusi looking for the run of Shallow. Gallagher. Might have gotten away with a little push in the back on Shallowy there. Not too much protesting from Shallowy. Peter Vermees was asking the referee's assistant on the near side for a call there. This building has been a fortress for Sporting Kansas City since its inception. Sporting had not lost 4 in a row since its opening. We're in danger of losing 5 in a row at home here. Fontas fighting for this ball with Driussi. Austin FC are going to have their first corner kick on the night.
Tells you something right there.
Flicked across by Wolf. Driussi blocked by Fontas.
All the talk about Sebastian Driussi coming into this one. Sporting never done a good job at really limiting his chances and his opportunities, his time on the ball. Yes, he's still gotten a few looks, but it's the favorite for the MVP this year. Sporting have done a good job making life difficult for him here tonight.
Trying to play out of this pressure. You get a throw in out of it. Here comes Wolf. Redis. Just wide of the target.
It's a good look from Austin. Out to Redis, just drags his shot. Wide of John Polskamp's goal, but Sporting are going to have to give up some chances. They're going to have to get numbers forward. Get back in this one.
Tommy falls on the second ball. Here's Eric Tommy. Long range effort, bouncing wide of the target.
Again, Nate, it's Agata challenging for the ball, and though you don't win it cleanly, you don't allow the defenders to win it. Therefore, Tommy and Shallowy can get out on the break, just like Redis did a minute ago. Tommy just pulls this one.
Boa noite, galera. Vamos ajudar aí com a live, por favor. Eu preciso que o pessoal ajude aí com qualquer valor, certo? O Pix está aí na tela, é só colaborar. Eu vou colocar o nome aqui para divulgar o nome de vocês, tá bom?
Their lines up, playing in the attacking half of the field. He's done a good debut in his start.
Yeah, Sporting at a point right now where you've got to look for things that will bode well for the future of this team and where the team is headed. And obviously results matter. The results are not coming for Sporting right now, but you're seeing the performance of some players that figure to be a part of this future. Tommy, Agata, we talked about Pierre and Hernandez. That's going to be a lot of what this final stretch of the season is about for Sporting Kansas City. This is game number 24 out of 34. On the flip side for Austin, talked about it, they've added some reinforcements. They're trying to make a push, and they've got a juggernaut in front of them that they're trying to catch, or at least be ready to beat in the postseason in LAFC. They know what the standard is. And they certainly look up for it. 90th minute now. And that man, Driussi, is a big reason why. And now Fagundes driving forward, sliding it in for Driussi, and he slots it home. Driussi bolsters his case for MVP and puts this one away. The cherry on top for Austin FC. They are going to grab their 8th away win on the season.
What a goal. What a goal this is. Driussi finds Fagundes, then returns the favor, slots in Driussi, takes that one early, doesn't allow John Polskamp to get set on that half step. That's why he's the favorite for MLS MVP at this point of the season. His 14th goal. Diego Fagundes, his 9th assist on the season. It's an excellent play, excellent team goal from Austin FC.
He joined Austin FC late in the summer last year and has hit the ground running and has just not stopped in 2022. Woody Russell's going to come on for Willie Agata, who was stretching himself out after a good shift here tonight for Sporting KC. Just look at the difference he's made. You want to talk about MVP? And I mentioned it's going to be interesting to see what Emiliano Rigoni does for this team. Those two played together at Zenit St. Petersburg, which is one of the giants in Russian soccer. They know each other well. They played together, so you'd figure that there will be that chemistry immediately, at least on some level. Here's a ball in from Zusi, caught easily by Stuver.
Just talking about Driussi, and 40 games played in MLS, 19 goals, 12 assists. It's been a great signing for Austin. What's that missing piece to their offense?
And Josh Wolf has spoken about the difference he's made on and off the pitch for the team as well, that he's grown as a leader, he's grown in his voice with the team, and that he has grown in his ability to improve the play of everyone around him. You mentioned Diego Fagundes having one of, if not his best year in his career. Maybe no coincidence that it's coming playing alongside somebody like Driussi.
Even Ethan Finley, 5 goals, 5 assists on the season. Just all come together here for Austin. It's 2022 season. It's going to be a great race.
Yeah.
Them and LAFC. We talked about in LAFC last year. Their roster is probably the best ever assembled in Major League Soccer, but you can only put 11 guys out there on the field. And Austin FC have quite a nice starting 11 as well.
Well, and if you're a fan of the game, a fan of the league, you want to see somebody putting pressure on the team up top. Whatever team that is, it's not as entertaining to watch somebody just run away with things. And let's see a good race here between two really good teams that are in good form. And it looks like that's what we're going to have on our hands, especially if Austin can keep racking up wins away from home the way that they have, and the way that they are going to again here tonight.
So how exciting it was in last year's race too. Sporting, Seattle, and Colorado all right there until the last day.
And this one could be for the Supporter Shield. Last year, New England was running away with that thing. We might have a really good Supporter Shield race on our hands going into the fall as well. So many great players who have joined the league over the last couple of years. Driussi on that list. Of course, we know about the guys with LAFC. And Fagundes is offside here. And to flip it back, to Sporting KC for a moment. Not going to try to put this kind of pressure on Eric Tommy to beat Driussi or anything like that, but a guy that joins the team this summer in a tough season is showing a little bit about what he can bring to the table. Sporting will hope that he can help initiate a big rebound next year the way Austin FC have had this year.
Absolutely, and to just this second half, I know Sporting gave up a goal there at the end and mystic penalty, but the performance and the willingness of the group to not hang their heads after a very difficult week, losing at home to LA and going in that heartbreaking penalty shootout loss in the US Open Cup. Semifinals to Sacramento, to rebounding here, to putting in a good performance.
Tommy did a good job to try to put Shallowy through there, but his first touch was too heavy. Sporting just got to find a way to stop shooting themselves in the foot, right? I mean, that's the biggest thing. They've got to find a way to score some goals as well, because when they play well, they just aren't getting the goals out of it. But those mistakes like they made in the first half that really changed this game, that's the thing they've got to cut out the most. There have been so many times this year where you feel like, hey, they're going toe-to-toe with some of the best teams in the league, then one big mistake turns everything around. Tommy said that about this team when he joined. He said, I think this is actually a good team with a lot of talent.